and you catch me driving something I would never have guessed ever I would drive. It is a 1984 Honda Civic 2. And no, it's not mine. If you remember quite a while back, I mentioned a friend of mine who had a brick red Toyota Corolla KE70. And then he got the old Lada he used to have, the bright red one with some symbols on the door. And well, now he drives a Suzuki XL7 V6 model, and he also, well, sent me a message here the other day on an ad for a bright white 1984 Honda Civic with 122,000 kilometers on the trip meter, which means it's almost not even been driven. And he decided that him and I should take his XL7, go buy this car for pretty much next to nothing. And since I was with him and such a nice person, I got the honor to drive the Civic the first leg of the way back home, because he is leaving the XL7 with me because the frame needs a little bit of new metal. So we are on this dirt road that well, leads to the old guy that we bought this car from, because it's had two owners before him. One very old guy that barely ever used it, and this old guy that also barely ever used it. He bought it in 2009 or something, and in 2013 he bought himself a new car, a brand new Kia, and his wife, I'm guessing they were married, drove this to and from work. Not very far, but just to and from work. So this car has pretty much, well, been sitting and almost never driven. You can imagine 122,000 since 1984, that's not a lot. And in miles, that is, yeah, right this. And we figured we would make a video where he was in it, because I did talk about getting a video made when he had the Toyota. I've talked about getting a video made with his Lada, and well, the Toyota got sold. He now has the Lada, and I'm gonna have to fix the rust on both his XL7 and his Lada. Now, so what better of a time to, well, get that XL7 to my house than while we're picking up his pretty much brand new Honda Civic. And you can probably see it right there, that car behind me, that is the XL7. Hello, by the way, you'll probably see this yourself. We are driving on what's called a tourist road, where, well, it's basically just a lot of scenery to look at. And it started raining a little while ago. Luckily, that has cleared up. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this Honda. And that's something I thought I'd never say. It's a 5-speed manual, I think it's 1.6. Carbureted, regular old little Honda engine. With manual choke. You know, there's not really a lot of extras on this thing. I mean, of course, there's no air conditioning. It has heated rear window, and it has headlight washers. It has, of course, a heater. No radio. There's actually a radio delete plate that says Honda in here. There's a coin tray, unused ashtray, a really fancy dashboard. I mean, it's obviously from Japan in the 80s, just the shape of it. Something tells me it reminds me of a Celica of some sort. Might be an old Celica, but yeah. But this is obviously 80s Japan. Even the gauges, they scream 80s Japan. So far, what I've noticed about this car is, well, it's nice and comfy. I mean, it's easy to drive. Doesn't really give you any hassle. Transmission feels just okay, good, like, you know, you'd expect an 80s Japanese car to feel. Steering feels okay. It seems to be going a little bit, well, I feel like I have to turn the wheel a little bit to the right just to keep it straight. Suspension feels, well, like an 80s Japanese car. Turn-in is, well, what you'd expect. The car is what you'd expect from an 80s Japanese car. The only thing is, it has pretty much not been driven whatsoever. I mean, 122 kilometers in, how many years is that? 20, 30, 34? Right about 34 years. 122 kilometers, 122,000 kilometers in 34 years. It's not a lot. So this car is pretty much like brand new. I mean, the interior, there's nothing you would call excessive wear. There's pretty much nothing that's called wear in here whatsoever. On the outside, it has a little bit of rust in the rear wheel arches, but that's just, it doesn't look to be any dangerous rust. It's just on the surface, underneath the paint, but you know, nothing bad. It has a few scratches where probably the old guy that had it when it was new kind of might have bumped into things, you know. The rear bumper, the corners of the rear bumpers are held in, well, on one side with a bolt and the other one with what looks to be a fastener for a clip, well, a clip fastener for a piece of trim on something. But other than that, the car is pretty good solid. I mean, headlight has a crack in it, but it's had that for the past 10 years at least, with just some Scotch tape on top of the crack. But you know, it's still good. So far, I've found that everything works, at least that I've tried. I haven't really tried a lot of things.
Okay, so I know you guys haven't seen me before, but I am Erling. Has he told you guys his name? I don't even know. I'm Erling's friend, and today he helped me fetch a new car. A winter beater. This is a concept I don't know if it's a Norway thing or it's a global thing, but we have this winter beater culture. We buy all cars to save money and to spare our nice cars from having to deal with salt and cold weather and snow, the killing of moose. I don't like killing moose with expensive cars. I actually don't like killing moose at all, but I love to eat them. Okay. So Erling is in the car in front of me right now. I have this, when someone accompanies me to buy a car, I let them choose which car to drive. It's a nice thing to do, and well, after a long trip in the Suzuki XL7, a nice car, he chose the Honda Civic. That tells you guys something about how glorious the Honda must be. And there's an added bonus to this trip, because we didn't even realize we were going to drive along a national tourist route. Along this spectacular tourist route, it would be so nice, it would be so much more beautiful if they could chop down some trees, but I guess that's a thing of the past. So I should have started filming earlier, but I kind of haven't told Erling I'm doing this, so he may use it or he may not. I'm just giving him some bonus content from the other perspective. he mentioned that he was making a video about this ordeal, I guess we'll say. So we had this plan to skip going around this mountain. We had to go around to get this car, and we missed the turn, and then we just headed back to find the road, and we did. And we got a couple of 100 meters in before we met a gate, a closed gate, because the road in which depicted on various maps, whoa, that's a lot of nice words there, I'm proud. The road was for forestry. It was a forestry road, so no luck. And I kind of chose to punish the road by throwing some gravel with my huge Suzuki V6. I think the road felt our rage, our wrath. So the next time I think the gate will be open if we decide to buy another Honda. Oh shit, I am close to my face. My face isn't even that nice from afar, but I'm sitting here talking to you like this. That's not good. I have a thing about haggling, so I don't haggle with people. I need assistance to haggle, but Erling, he's like me. He's too nice. So since I'm kind of broke already and buying a car, and I bought a farm, and it's crazy. I have too many cars actually, like Erling, and I had to haggle with this old guy. But think about it, he lived several kilometers, miles away from his nearest neighbor, and he looked so nice, but in the back of my head was a shotgun and this guy standing over my dead corpse going like, you just had to haggle, didn't you? You stupid city slicker, you had to haggle. But I still did it with luck. Oh, and these guys, they even threw in a set of tire chains in the deal. We bought the car for about where are you guys from? Are you from America? We bought the car for about, maybe we spent, oh my god, I need to do my math here. How much is a what's a US dollar worth in Norwegian kroners right now? I think, don't look at me while I'm doing my maths, please. I think I spent about maybe 700 bucks on this car. 800, I don't know. Yeah, it's a cheap car, and it's really nice. It has 122 kilometers on the odometer, or that's about, oh, I'm not good in this American maths, but if it has, maybe that equals about 70,000 miles, I guess. So that's not a lot since 1994. That's really good. Some rust and worn tires, but that's to be expected. I won't snitch him out, but he's kind of speeding now because I'm having to do an illegal speed to keep up with him now. So that's pretty much the fastest this car has ever traveled, I guess. It's always been old people's car. Okay, so this old couple, they told us about a lot of forest wrecks, and we kind of hiked to this place they told us about. It was on our way back home anyways, and he found something and I found something, but since I'm I don't particularly like I like rusty things, but I don't see any value in overly rusted things. That's bad. I guess I have to spend more time with Ali. So I found something too, but I was just like, I don't need it. I don't need it. It was some old oil barrels. Small ones. They were cool. But Erling found something really nice, and it's actually locally manufactured car parts. That's special. You don't find locally manufactured car parts in Norway. You just don't find it.
I'm actually starting to feel my inner old man come out of me. I know that sounds a bit wrong, but you know, just accept it. Fancy veils. Donald Duck on one even. Yeah. Like I said, I can feel the old man in me start to come out. Because, I mean, right now I'm doing 70 kilometers an hour. Speed limit, last time I checked, it's 80. So I thought I would give him a more authentic experience of being behind a Civic 2. These days, at least one in this good of a condition. Because they will be driven by old people. So we'll slow right down to 60. That's 40 miles an hour. And just, you know, meander about. Not that this car uses a lot of fuel, but this might even be more fuel efficient. I'm missing a hat or a sixpence, like he's wearing behind me. Oh, by the way, I know you're watching this, so sorry, I'm not sorry. We're gonna go slow now.
Oh look, he found the brakes. Whoa, he found them again. Okay, I'm gonna conclude he's not demented. That's a good thing. I think this car has been driven by old forgetful people before, so maybe it actually knows its way. Look at this turn, only in Norway, you guys. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's a closer view at the Honda. It's really giving it the balls now. Oh my god, it's so fast. Oh, it's kind of freaking me out driving this irresponsible, because 62 kilometers an hour, that's, whoa, for you Americans out there, that's fast. That's almost 200 miles an hour. Or maybe not. But okay. Okay, you people. So here's a nice viewpoint. So as I mentioned, oh, there's supposed to be a church down here. Look at that church, you guys. Oh, I don't know if you got a look at it, but it's beautiful. So I think Erling should maybe sell tours to Norway, and he should host. He would be a good host. He will tell you about the nice things from the good old days, even though he's not that old himself, but he's a really old soul. He will tell you about the car culture as it was. I think he knows a lot. I like hanging out with Erling. And I don't appreciate people that much, to be honest. So this is his friend. He talked about using my nickname. Stupid local people have been giving me this nickname because when I get angry, I get so angry. I get Viking rage, and they think it's kind of cute, so they call me the cute one. Han Søte in Norwegian. So that's me. If it looks like I'm not paying attention to the road, that's not the case. I'm paying plenty attention to the road. If you have noticed, I'm still on the road, so I must be paying some attention. I hope Erling will not get long-lasting effects of driving these small Japanese cars. I think he needs some V8 action soon, actually. We'll be sure to give him that, yes. Okay guys, so if you like his videos, maybe if you haven't subscribed yet, you should do it, because, well, he has a good taste when it comes to friends. That's a pretty good reason. It's pretty obvious. So he must be a good guy to follow. And whoa, Norwegian roads, man. And he is. So you should subscribe and follow and everything. I do, and I have lots of fun with it. So he won't put this clip in his YouTube video. He won't put anything in, I'm sure, because I'm only ranting and it's bullshit, everything. But I'm gonna pretend he does, and I'm gonna pretend you guys are now my friends. So okay, I will see you guys. That was a Mr. Bean voice, actually. Have you Americans heard of Mr. Bean? It's a funny British guy. He's really tiny and his face looks nothing like mine. He looks like a delicate flower, and oh, I almost used a curse word now, because that's how extreme his face gets. But whoa, cars, old cars. Mr. Bean, this British guy, is known for driving his little Mini, MG, the Mini. His little Mini, he's known for driving it on the top of his roof, in his armchair. You should check him out. It's car related and it's good comedy. Okay, Erling will definitely not put this in his YouTube clip. So I'm going to go bye-bye, because I now have I may need to fart, and I don't need you guys to listen. Norwegian farts, I like farts. Yeah, they like normal farts. Whoa, there was a couch on the side of the road. I need a couch. Okay guys, I gotta go!
I think he got tired of driving slowly because he passed me. And well, it's not going slowly anymore. I thought Hondas was supposed to be fast, not to be outrun by Suzuki SUVs. Come on, Honda! Get up! Second gear, all in time. Third gear, oh my, faster, it's alright. It's not a big old car, just a groovy little compact car. It's more fun than a barrel of mug, it's this little car. We're going out on the town so I can drive my Honda tonight. I'm sorry for brushing. Yeah, I'm sorry for butchering the Beach Boys there. First gear, it's alright. Second gear, all in time. Third gear, only mine. Faster, it's alright. Yeah, I'm gonna quit now. Sorry. Hey, it worked. I caught up to Suzuki. Alright, I'm gonna see if we can stop somewhere here now. And yeah, you can see a slight upgrade in luxury. That is because we stopped at a truck stop and swapped cars. So I'm now driving the XL7. He's behind me in the Honda. We are going up to the top of this mountain where I know there is an old Mercedes stuffed into a garage at an abandoned house. So we're gonna drive up there and have a little look at what's up with that Mercedes, and you're gonna meet him. Now, just now while we were outside of the cars, I just suddenly noticed his sweater, which is gonna be his new nickname. Just if you watch Game of Thrones, you will know that Hodor, played by Christopher Nairn, is a rather, well, generously framed guy. And, well, so is this one, with a beard, almost just as good. Well, actually, his beard is larger than Hodor's. But he looks pretty much like a young Hodor, maybe. And, well, I cut my hair, but with the nose and the red beard and the red hair, I could pass as a young Thormund Giantsbane. Now, this is only if you watch Game of Thrones you're gonna understand this, but yeah. So, this is pretty much like Game of Thrones, just a light version. We fight about which throne to sit in, which is driver's seat. So yeah, me and Hodor are gonna go up there and have a look at that Mercedes, and you're gonna meet him up there. But yeah, we are at this garage now, and let's see how that Mercedes looks, as well as meet Hodor. So, how do you feel about your new car?
Hodor.
Hodor?
Hodor.
Hodor.
Hodor. I like it.
Hodor?
Hodor. Hodor. No, it's good. Quite a few rattles and noises. Makes me feel like my life is not going to be as long as I wanted, but that's the way it was supposed to be in the 80s, I think. They agree.
Yep.
So, is that your infamous bitches? Or
No, mine are not that, wild.
yeah, I like mine tame too.
But you talk about rattles. You drive a Lada.
Yeah, and I have to say I'm kind of pleased to discover that this low mileage Honda has more rattles than my old Lada. So whoever said old Ladas were crappy, maybe the gulag for them.
Yeah, don't tell Stalin.
No, Stalin would not like it.
No, not at all. But this is where I last saw that Mercedes, so I can actually see it through this crack.
This makes me moist.
Ooh, they've actually been here in...
No.
Well, you can see a Mercedes in there.
Are they party people?
I think they are party poopers.
Ah!
There's an old Mercedes.
Whoa!
Even the tires are old.
I'm lost for words.
You should have this as your Russian taxi.
Yes, this would have been a much better Russian taxi, actually. From the good old days when spies were spies.
The spies were spies, and if you drove a Mercedes, you killed people.
For a living. Oh, I have to photograph this one because, wow.
You can see, no, I can't see inside it. This is, although very dusty, it's, oh, this is so dark, you can't even see anything back here.
It looks good because looks like they have the same. Are this called the Civic?
Yes.
Yes, looks like the same construction as the 123, and this looks solid.
You're right, it actually looks a little bit like a 123.
It does. It actually does, especially from here and
Yes.
back.
Except this looks a little bit bulgier.
It looks a little bit like get out of my way, peasants.
Yes.
This is a time where peasants don't drive Mercedes.
That's a sunroof.
It is. It actually had the wind deflector. It's gone now. Some passerby took it. It's probably on a Ford Mondeo or something. Oh!
I see an old cassette. Interior. Can't see anything on the camera because it's too dark.
I see a comic book. Oh, I like this.
I can get the door open.
It isn't breaking and entering if you don't enter.
No, it's not that. It's already open.
Yes, it's breaking and inspecting. Whoa, this looks clean.
Yes, it does.
Oh, actually smells worse than my Honda.
Oh, and wood on the dashboard.
Do you want me to...
Yeah, so we got the light on. Yeah, wood interior. Well, not wood interior, but you know, wood inside. And even the sunroof. Well, it looks to be. It looks like it has had some water in it once. What's the mileage say? 1112. Or is it? No, it's 6112. 6. That. Oh, it's even manual.
This is amazing.
Yes.
I just found an antique toilet seat.
Ooh, toilet seat.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
And windows.
Yeah.
And more Mercedes wheels.
Oh, Erling, this isn't good because now I want this car.
All this.
It's calling our names.
Yes.
Save me.
Ooh, even the door sounds.
Oh, they still sound good.
That's the sound you don't want to hear behind you on a dark night. To be walking around and be like, this is nice, peaceful, no one's after me.
I've been looking for you, Mr. Peterson.
Enter the car.
Enter the boot. Oh, let's look. So, okay. Yeah, that's right. They didn't.
Yes, it was no profile, it was
Yeah,
standard
no
profile height.
Look at the sidewalls. They're like, ooh,
Bulgy.
bulgy. There's a man's sidewall there.
you know you have a man's car when the car bulges and the tires bulge.
Yep.
And the bumpers.
Oh, look at those. Ooh, curves. I like this one.
It's an intake.
It is. I actually, at first, I thought it was retractable or.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but it doesn't look like it.
No, it does.
Because you know who these are.
Yeah. Wow. What did you tell me about this car? Now I have to go back tomorrow.
You don't have enough cars.
No.
You have a Suzuki, you have the capitalist BMW.
Yes. But my amount of cars doesn't match your amount of cars.
Cars that are mine, it actually matches it exactly with 4.
Yeah. You have to get another one then, because...
No, actually I forgot I have 2 Granadas.
You do?
Yes, I have 2 Granadas, 1 Escort, 1 Fairlane, and 1 Aspen. That's 5. Okay, you need 1 more.
I do.
Ah.
I need this one because... Holy Christ! It looks appealing to me. I'd trade my Honda for this. Oh, Honda. If you heard something about trading, never mind.
Never mind.
I actually knew a zipper named Mercedes back in this.
We were lucky. Look above your head.
Didn't even notice.
Good thing those are dead now.
It would be some nice karma though if they got us. A welcoming committee.
Well, road trips with JCR Garage is actually a good thing.
Yeah, they are.
You get a new Honda, that's pretty much like new.
Yeah, it is.
Next time you see your Suzuki, it's gonna have less rust in the frame.
I love that, and maybe a new spring if you have the compressor.
Maybe in the spring.
Yes.
And you get to see Mercedes that you get to fall asleep to thinking about tonight. I'm not putting images in anyone's mind, just this is what he will be thinking about when he goes to bed.
Yeah, that's so true. I will be telling my girlfriend I'm thinking about her, but no. This Mercedes, my old sticker friend.
Guarded by cows in the middle of nowhere.
Typical Norwegian fashion.
Yes.
So, let's say we posted this on a German classic Mercedes forum. So, I think the Germans would invade Norway faster than
They did in 1940.
they'd be like, "Was?
I'm Mercedes!
Eine Mercedes! Das ist mein!" This is romantic.
Yes.
Sound of cowbells. Two Japanese cars, one that has an identity problem, claiming to be an American soccer car, and the other one, kind of a victim.
That one kind of wants to be in initial D. It just pulls in the wrong direction.
It does, but it's got the racing gear, the reverse. If you go fast enough, we'll reenact some initial D. Oh my God! Look at that one. Looks sturdy to me.
Looks a little bit less sturdy than yours does.
Yeah, it actually does. So if you're American sized, you don't want to go looking for treasures on all Norwegian barns. I've been there. It's dangerous.
You know what would be awesome?
Oh.
If someone had backed up like a 59 Cadillac or something up there and then never got it back down because that's too bad to get it onto.
That would be epic.
I mean, the barn is about the length of a 59 Caddy. It would fit in there.
Yeah, maybe
barely.
a bit too short actually. Where is the fin?
Through the roof.
Yeah,
We haven't seen the back of the barn. The things might be poking out the back wall.
I think they may. I'd actually buy this little old farm just for the Mercedes.
I think the Mercedes is worth more than the barn.
Yeah.
Alright, so we ended up back in the cars. My camera ran out of electricity, so now I am on the second one, which I don't really have a memory card in, so it's not going to take a lot of footage in. But we are back on the road, heading up to my house now to park this XL7, so I can fix the rust in it, and probably a spring, like you said. And he'll be heading back home in his Honda. So, thank you very much for watching this episode with co-star Hodor, or the cute one. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.